program to bring you some breaking news from the world of Twitter.
What happened?
Yeah, celebrity game director Hideo Kojima has assassinated
We can't talk about
Shinzo
that.
Abe.
Hideo Kojima already, the Kojima Studios already posted that
No,
one.
okay, retracted. Anyway, welcome to Feed the Geeks episode
36?
36. Congratulations.
Yeah, and
for once, nakadatag actual female
wait,
into the podcast.
So Tiny doesn't count?
Actual,
Tiny
no,
more
but
like a guest.
Tiny is like a guest who pops in and out sometimes.
But actually, we finally completed our Ritazo cast guests, diba? Ernest was always around during the early days, and then Tiny's around.
Tiny would pop in and out,
Yeah.
and now we got the Holy Grail na complete na tong
Yes.
infinite Retaso gauntlet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we might end here. Manani, let's finish this. So, introducing Pia, guys, our guest for this
Hello,
episode.
nerds.
Yeah,
I have deigned to appear on your podcast.
yes. It's like Pia's always saying she has to make time, but like always she's busy. Something bad happens like whenever what. Yeah, and whenever we ask Pia, she's always like, "Oh yeah, I got a thing that I have to do." I'm just like, "Oh yeah, my mom just died."
No,
Like,
no.
I mean, no.
Don't say that.
Someone who's actually dead.
I'm returning some videotapes. Just that one. I'm returning some videotapes. Let's just keep
sorry,
it at
guys. I have,
Keep it light.
Keep it light, Bayani. Jesus, this is
I'm
a
sorry.
geek. This is a geek podcast.
This is the first time
Bayani.
there's a girl in the podcast.
Yeah.
I'm so nervous.
And it's also the first time that we've recorded in a long time since we've been very busy with stuff.
Yeah.
And you guys are busy with Cebu Art Book Fair, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
We were nakisaw-saw mi dito sa
Yeah.
ilang table.
The geeks were leeching off on
Like,
the Tasocast table.
Yeah, namin merch dito sa ilang table.
And
There's
also,
so many leeches on that table.
so many.
So good.
Yeah, right.
It's a very communist table.
Yes.
So-
our pins.
Our pins. Yeah.
Fuck the Filipino family.
Yeah, thank you to anyone who bought the pins, who bought merch from Tasocast and Feed the Geeks. You guys are amazing.
Yes, and it's about hustle because sometimes they would give a long look at the table and go they look at my material because I made postcards and they were like, these are very funny, and then okay, I'm gonna buy one. What do you want? And then they'd buy a perv sticker what and I was just like, oh gee, thanks.
But I'm surprised, right? The Ryan Gosling Barbie, the Barbie pin was selling like hotcakes during that time.
Well, not hotcakes.
Nah, I
if
wanna say
people
hotcakes.
buy them once in a while, we're like, oh sure.
But they get it, right?
Yeah,
Literally,
there are
we
people who get
can-
it. Some of them are even not into the meme. They're just into oh, this is Ryan Gosling, gimme. And then sometimes I was able to lure out the kanang mga art hosts jud kay ano siya ba kanang
Did you just say that word here? We can't use
art
that word
ho?
here.
Oh,
We can't
what's
use that
the
word.
art
Auteurs. Let's call them out.
enjoyer girls with
Art.
colored
No,
hair.
just anyone who enjoys art. Let's
Art enjoyers.
Art enjoyers, probably. Yeah.
I could pinpoint them out and try to get them to like my material because they wouldn't look at it, and then I'd just be more can I interest you in some cinematic memes or and then they'd be suddenly oh please let me look, I am of the cinematic world. And then they'd be like, Marvel versus A24, oh my god, totally A24 rules. And I was like, they didn't get it.
They didn't get it. They didn't get
They
it.
didn't get it. It was a Marvel versus Capcom joke.
We should
but-
make a poster of the big Marvel versus A24 with Saoirse Ronan and Wolverine there.
I think that meme also had the Northman in it, and I was like, that's not an A24.
But how was Book Fair for you guys? Did you guys, enjoy it for your Tasocast? I mean, for Pia, she was there.
I was there.
And then?
And I get to see a lot of cool people, and it was fun. Yeah. Also, I met a lot of people. Apparently, most of my friends are very cultural, that they would show up there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Thank you to everyone that went.
Do you think na murag nagtapok lang sa mga tao because it's there hasn't been an event like this in a while?
Actually, yeah. I heard that before the event, people were like, oh my god, this is the first big event since or something. But it wasn't really the first big event, but since
It was.
yeah, I think
right?
like recently there's been like a boom in events, and then this was like the biggest one. I
Yeah,
think.
it's like we're really trying to get that new variant going,
That place was pretty crowded, right?
Yeah, but
Like,
I was like, I had to go downstairs. Like,
yeah, I keep
so
seeing
many
you like going
people.
down. Like you were on the stairs for a few minutes and like naginhawa jud kag maayo dito, like
yeah,
I don't know what happened.
because like I was kind of expecting the venue to be like katong. What did we go to before? Katong Design Con, was it? No, it was like a bigger area.
VAF?
Yeah, I think.
Oh, no, no.
Basta katong nasa
Yeah.
New Zealanders, na dako to siyang lugar, and then when we got there, it was like, oh, it was a small event lang, murag maybe mas dako pag umay sa katong 856.
Mm.
And then it was like spread across like mga 3 areas ba to, siguro. Yeah.
But you guys have an upcoming episode, right? With you guys like doing the podcasting
I know
in the
that
middle
was
of a crowd.
so awkward for me at least, because I couldn't hear anything, so I have no idea what to react to.
Yeah. And it was just like, we had like 15 minutes because we had to like rotate the hosts. And it was like, oh, fine. What are we going to talk about now?
I like the end bit because I was just behind the camera, and I was like, this is a very enjoyable podcast.
Yeah. And also, there's a lot of like good things there, right? Like there's so many pop culture like as well. Like they have
Was it
original
very
works.
pop culture? Bud?
Do you mind?
Not that much. They have their original works, man. Then it's really nice to see those things like coming out in the wilds after the pandemic, diba? Like everyone's like so gutom na kita for stuff like this, ba?
You know, ang mo acquire og mga unique items, like, especially if it's like a author that you enjoy like online, and then it's like when you meet them in person, it's like, oh, it's pretty neat. Like, there's one of these people that was following on Instagram who like looked like he saw me, kanang si Phil Tomato, do you know that guy?
No.
Because he's like kind of kinky artist siya, and then like not sure mga hentai ni Sailor Moon per minamagoas, but it's like tasteful siya nga, nudes. And then he was like looking at my stuff, and he was like, this is funny. And it's like, they have an Instagram? And I was like, oh yeah, just check it out. And he's like, oh, you follow me? And I was like, oh shit. I don't want to be an asshole. Like, or like, you follow me? Oh yeah, sure. Like, who are you again? And he's like, I'm Phil Tomato. And I was like, what?
You didn't know?
No, I had no idea. I pointed him out because he had like a braided like rat tail behind his head, and I was immediately like, Morag, I'm sorry about the Jedi Purge. Like, I'm glad to see that you survived. And then he was like, ha ha ha, that's funny. Let me look at your stuff.
Did he buy from you?
That was the guy who was like, Morag, your stuff is funny. And then when he bought something, it was like a perv sticker. Okay, bittersweet.
I was so excited that one of my favorite online poets was like finally self-published. Tiny Dip.
Oh,
That was so exciting for
wow.
me.
Wow, congratulations to Tiny. Yeah, right.
Her chapbook.
Leaves from the Vine, right?
Wow,
Falling
what a pop culture
falling so
reference.
slow.
What? I wonder where she came. Where you get that name from, right?
She didn't come up with that. But it was amazing.
Yeah.
Everyone got to see her, and I was like, oh, fangirling. over.
Ratasocast put it together, and they didn't even ask me to help them.
Wow.
You know who made the art? Who made the art, Pia?
Brandon.
Some random dude.
He's not random.
Oh, really?
He's a beautiful man.
And it was like, they're sharing it, and it was like, look at what we got, Tiny. Like, all of us, the friends. And then I was like, nobody asked me to help.
Hey, you guys also had like a zine, right? So to anyone who bought it, you can talk about it in the comments.
Yeah, you can talk about how, like, what's that katong disaster porn na zine?
What's the most expensive thing during the art book fair?
I think may mga kuan ni Windel na siya prints for 3K. But I think,
3K?
yeah, there was something.
Damn, 3K. Did
How-
anyone buy it?
Probably.
Sila,
There were lots of rich people there.
Yeah, si Paul was like murag selling books, and then like, ano sa ganitong pangalan sa inyong friend times? Katong, the one who did stand up in New Zealand.
Oh, Nika? Nikki?
Yeah, she was just like, okay, I'm just gonna buy books to bring back to New Zealand. How much is this? $7.50? I'll take 2, please. And I was
Whoa.
like, murag,
Just casually.
whoa, what's happening here?
Like, nag-Gcash naman ikaw to gani to pay stuff gani.
Yeah.
Stuff are expensive things dito, and then I had to think twice before buying it.
Wala ko nakatuyo kog maayo, and then like murag
Oh, there's some good stuff there behind during the end part ng mga books dito. There's a publisher area dito, right? They have a book.
Na reading, ano sa to?
Batalad? That was Batalad? Okay, there was a lot pa sa dito, like so many like artsy books, like sci-fi stuff. It's really good. It's a publishing company. I don't know what they're called.
si ano ba
I forgot.
si Kat Lino. I don't know where
Oh,
she's
she was
working
there?
now, but she's not gonna do events like those anymore. But si Gani, who's like she's dating, I don't know officially or like I don't know. Like no, she had
Stop name drop.
she had
I can't cut this, Bayani, too
Fine,
fast.
okay, sorry.
Jesus.
friend of ours was like, di na daw siya musud sa, sa mga events. So, they had just a box of their old material and then they were just giving it away lang. And I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. Okay, murag. Ano man, like, if you compare it to mga Manila events, I can say that now. Like, being from a Manila event.
And also, guys, if you notice, we're finally in the flesh. So, Bayani and
Once more.
Yeah, once more. So that's why we have our guest Pia with us right now.
That's
Yeah.
the only reason why they got me, so that someone can man their sound equipment.
No.
Actually, they're preparing for Retasocast right now. And then we were just like, more like, hey guys, we see that it's set up. Kunya pa man mo record, no? Like, pwede mo record kadyo tra.
Leeching again for the third, fourth time. But I guess that's pretty much it for Cebu Art Book Fair, right?
Yeah.
It's a fun event.
There's gonna be more events like, siguro, the closest thing you can get to another book fair is like more Arcon siguro, like, or Lit Fest. Kaya sa mga Zine Fest.
Oh yeah, Zine Fest is still a thing. I thought like Cebu Art Book Fair is like Zine Fest, but you know they merged or something. All right.
Yeah. When does that happen, Zine Fest?
I don't know.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Basta kaya ko Arcon is usually an October thing. And then magtapok na gihapon ng mga artist aliana, and then they're selling stickers, they're selling mga merch.
Yeah, but I heard there's no Arcon right now. But there is a
No.
Taco Fest, I think.
There's
Taco
There's a
Fest?
Taco Fest.
I love that.
And Bonadori. Bonadori is also like there's rumors of it coming back.
Sounds delicious.
Yeah.
Bonadori.
But yeah, this episode is not just about Cebu Art Book Fair. It's also about
It's about friendship.
the latest Kino trash on
Marvel
theaters right
versus-
now.
Yeah,
The
by
Marvel.
Another Marvel movie.
Another Kino trash.
Marvel movie.
Yeah, Rise of Gru, am I right?
Yeah, 5 tickets to Rise of Gru, please, and then mag-wear ka ko. I was actually thinking we could do that with Made in Malacanang, but
Oh,
no, but I don't wanna like give shit to Daryl Yap. And
Yeah,
then,
don't.
Yeah,
Ano-
magbarong Tagalog ka, and then
Did you see the Gentle Minions na meme? Na hashtag Gentle Minions? And they're like a group of white kids, Jude, that they suited up to watch Minions, and then like, sila tanan na-cross ilang fingers dito sa theater while they were watching it, and whenever like a minion goes like, banana! And then they're all like, ha 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 ha! Matawa sila tanan together.
people are. Oh yeah. And also, giban na ba na siya? There's like a huge sticker. There's a bond paper mga anyone who wears a suit
What?
watching the Minions movie, please don't buy tickets. Get out. It's too much
Why?
inconvenience.
Why would they do that?
I think it's because like what they do is like what they do in midnight screenings, diba? Like for example, sa The Room, they throw spoons at the screen when like someone says a line. I think what they did was like magda sila mga banana peels and they'd throw it at the screen.
that sucks.
That's
Like whenever something
lame.
happens. Yeah, but like everyone is like laughing at this is kind of like a reverse Morbius na the meme actually got people to go to the screenings, unlike Morbius na.
Nobody's actually.
The execs were like, they're gonna watch this. I know it, but they never did.
And then after the second time, everyone was like, I think we can go for a third. Oh no, sorry, I missed Morbius. Just please re-release it again.
The boomers are so like out of touch, ba, no? With the meme culture. But yeah, let's go back to
Thor na.
the main probably not the main topic, but Thor: Love and Thunder. Apparently, the reason why Pia is also here because she's a huge simp for Taika
Taika.
Waititi.
White titty simp.
Until now.
Kakita na kag
Until now.
Kakita na kag Our Flag Means Death.
Wala pa.
Bang! Am I the only one
Yeah.
here?
I'd watch
Yeah,
it.
you're the only one.
ally here.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's
Good.
it's produced by Taika Waititi, but not written by Taika.
Yeah.
See,
Some guy named David.
Yeah, David Jenkins. And then see Waititi, because Waititi is starring in it.
Yeah, with Reese.
I mean, he's usually.
Rice.
All right. All right. So, how about Thor? Did anyone enjoy Thor? Come on.
I have to say,
1 out of 3 people enjoyed. Thor
1 out of
Love
3
and Thunder.
people in the podcast right now.
What? All right. Give us your thoughts, everybody. What do you guys
Okay.
think?
Well, Thea's our guest, so like.
Well, I don't know. I just felt it was very lame. I mean, there were fun bits. I was laughing at some of the parts, but
Well-
like as a whole, it was just like, I wouldn't call it a good movie.
What's your opinion on Marvel movies in general?
Well, I don't, I've seen a fair, amount.
Mm-hmm.
But like ever since, I think since way back, I was very disillusioned by it. Like I don't go in looking for a spectacular movie that's gonna change my life. But even by that such low standards, this Thor: Love and Thunder was like, I wouldn't recommend it. That's how I felt. Like I mean, already felt that with like Multiverse of Madness. But
You
like,
watched that too?
yeah, because I was like, and before that, I watched No Way Home. So
Well,
see,
what?
I was
Well,
watching
you're
a lot
stacked.
of
You are
Marvel.
You're some
Stacked,
fucking
Pia.
hater, Pia. You're kind of like, what is this?
This is what Martin Scorsese was talking about. All the movies in theaters are Marvel. So like, I mean, if you want to go hang out with your friends at the cinema, you go watch a Marvel
Oh,
movie.
yeah.
Why didn't you watch Top Gun then? You
Because I was
so-called
'cause-
supporter of the arts.
Because none of my friends went to watch it.
Oh yeah,
No,
sorry.
see,
Why
all
don't you
my
look
friends
for
are
some
Marvel
new friends?
nerds.
Yeah, right. Exactly. It is also what I read on Twitter. Said like Marvel movies are becoming like a theme park ride for for everyone who just wants like a casual fun time lang.
Mhm.
And then after that, you forget about it. You don't take it too seriously. But yet we are here making
think-
an episode about it.
I think just both sides of the coin. Kay Morag, like, I think what Marvel is trying to do right now is like they're trying to please the kanang newcomers, and at the same time these mga lore gatekeepers that are just like Morag, that doesn't make sense in the lore. Like, what happened to this character? So like, it's kind of the same hassle nila with Star Wars. Like, they don't know who to please anymore.
Yeah, it peaked in Endgame, right? So they have a really high bar. I mean, for me,
Yeah,
I
okay.
mean, for
Yeah.
Marvel standards, it peaked in Endgame, and then they had a lot of things to like.
Parang ako,
Reach,
they
right?
picked in Iron Man 1.
Wow.
What
Yeah.
what a pretentious
I
asshole!
know. As if
Come
you didn't
on.
watch like the whole like set of Marvel
Yeah,
movies after that.
that's how good
Oh.
Iron Man 1 is. It's because I'm just trying to get to that high again.
Oh,
It's like, we're like,
God.
oh my god, give me that Iron Man 1, bro. Give me that kanang Bin Laden Bin Laden metaphor.
But right now, like there's a really weird formula with Marvel, right? Like I know Taika Waititi is a great director, but there's something really wrong with how Thor: Love and Thunder was filmed. Like you could tell that some parts were not of Taika Waititi, and then some parts were not. Like it's
I
it's
explained
made by
this to you
someone.
naman,
Yeah, we
diba?
talked about it, right?
Well, I don't know this.
You talked to
like,
Tia about
I
this.
explained naman usually what Marvel does when they bring in their directors is kind of like sometimes it feels like they're getting the directors that are hot right now for their indie project, and then they get it na ma-attach sila ana. But Marvel already has like a list though of like, this is not a guess, this has been like this is like the news that's circulating, that Marvel has a list of set pieces, and usually how they get the director in is to go like, we'll do the action part, you just do the humans talking to each other part. Ikaw na bahala ana. But these action beats have to happen, and this has to be established for the next movie. So like, it's not just Waititi's project. It has to be like, it's kind of like Waititi is part of the brand lang, and then he has to like play along with that.
It's so weird. Like the first half of the movie was it was a mess, dude. Like so many jokes were in there, like so many cut scenes. Like, I'm like, the pacing is too hard. And then the gentrified Asgard, that was very funny. And the rest, okay, there's a lot of things with Jane being, her transformation being, what do you call that? Happening off screen. That was pretty weird. Like we could use a hype thing, diba, for Jane, like who's been with us for
I
quite
guess
some time.
what they wanted is kind of like because the movie is still Thor's movie essentially. So like the mystery there is ngano naaman si Padme dito, like murag they have to keep that part mysterious about her, because like the audience is supposed to be in Thor's shoes now. We're supposed to know what he knows.
Okay.
But like, I don't. Are we gonna go to spoiler territory already?
I don't know. What?
I like, but like since Pia's already default, I hate it, and then like more, I hate it.
I don't
I'm just
hate
here
it.
for my
I just
friends.
like I don't like it.
Like,
It's also the weakest for me. Like 5 out of 10.
Multiverse of Madness was the weakest.
Oh, I
for me.
actually enjoyed Multiverse of Madness more.
oh no, this is weird. This is
I
the
am very
divide.
sorry. Yeah, this is a divide. I am very sorry.
To be fair, the second half of Multiverse of Madness was pretty okay. And then the
No,
first
after
half
Jim
was just
showed
like
up?
it was like a whiplash of just things happening. It was just like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah. What's
After
going on?
Jim
With,
showed
yeah.
up?
What Marvel has like an issue with like the other half being different from the other half. Like, what's going on here?
Based on like akong sources.
Wow.
Sorry, source. Source.
Based
Trust
on
me,
my
bro.
sources on Twitter. I don't know. Like Marvel doesn't have the same handle that they have ever since Endgame, and they're still trying to figure it out. Ano daw sila nag-writers boot camp daw ba sila.
Really?
But the latest works kind of feel like para nako, even though you say na misjointed sila, it really felt like it feels more like Waititi was able to do what he wanted gihapon. But the difference lang is that I don't think Waititi takes the MCU franchise as seriously as he does his original works.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that actually I liked that bit. Like at the beginning, I was like, like a Taika taking the piss out of the Marvel universe, and I was like, I appreciate that. Like, good job. But like even with that in mind, kaya mo siya ganang kapuyan ng bito ka sa daghan sa jokes, and then he just extends it. I mean, I guess that's like a thing for Taika, where he just extends the joke farther than he should. But like, to do it again and again, it was just it was tired. And then I think most of the scenes, like the action scenes where he just goes like from the side and then like killing people like that, you know, that shot
Which one?
with the lightning, Thor
What
lightning.
was the first part?
Vajung, vajung, look at me from the side, and then I will put like thunder all over my enemies, that kind of shot. It was done again and again, and I was like, can you think of other shots? I mean, you already did that in Ragnarok, and it was really legendary in like Ragnarok. It was fun. I mean, even then
You
in
like
Ragnarok,
Ragnarok?
it was. Again, I was like, Taika taking the piss out of MCU. I was just like, I appreciate it.
It was also a breath of fresh air for Thor, sa diba? We've
So,
had
Ragnarok.
serious side, but yeah. With the bad Thor movies before.
Well,
No,
you
no,
call
Bayani,
them
let's
bad
not.
Thor movies.
But-
Oh my god, did you like Thor too?
yeah, well,
Oh,
let me
we
explain.
talked about this on our previous episode.
We talked about it, so you better like watch it out. But like, para na ko bitaw, it's like, I'm all in for the kanang murag serious fantasy ride. Biya. It's like Lord of the Rings, because like the reason why Lord of the Rings worked biya, is because they went with it. Na murag, we're not making fun of the material. We're taking it as seriously as possible, and like. Thor kind of had that, and then I was like, Morag, sure, the movie wasn't perfect, but I was still like, Morag, I was in it for like the lore, niya, and it's a different thing. It's not weapons manufacturer, it's not World War II icon, it's like Norse lore na siya.
And he's so disappointed.
Yeah, so pag abot sa Ragnarok, and it was like, na-whiplash dayon ko kay Morag, okay, this is so different. And ang kahasol was because I like Taika Waititi ba, and I've been watching his works before Thor Ragnarok, and it didn't feel like his movie na murag. It didn't feel like he took it seriously. It felt like he was just putting jokes off the top of his head, and it'll be like 13-year-olds will like it. Alright, it's gonna be a riot, and then it's like it became so successful, and everyone kept sucking his dick about it. And then pag abot na sa Ragnarok, I mean sa Love and Thunder, like all the hype about it was like more, oh, they just let me go Walda. Like kanang they just like all the interviews were like they just let Taika be a wild kid here and like really let his imagination loose. So before the movie, I was already, as someone who didn't like Ragnarok, I was already like, oh my god, here we go. Like Morag. So I gave up now. Like I'm on this ride, let's go. And then when I got there, I was surprisingly like Morag. Okay, that was like. It was more toned down than Ragnarok for me. Like, my problem with Ragnarok is kind of like, it felt like they needed to shoe in the Hulk part. That's why Thor spends a lot of the movie away from Asgard, and then like, diba naara siya dito's junk planet, and then he comes back towards the end to fight like Galadriel. And then kanang pag abot na there's a Thor Love and Thunder, it feels like everyone is going one direction rajud na murag, oh okay, Christian Bale is our problem right now, and like
I mean, Jane was a different factor sa dito, diba? The love interest. There are some parts nga I feel like it's incomplete. Like,
actually, I like how you see Jane Bea, ang character that I don't like the most out of the Thor movies. That's why she's not in Ragnarok Bea, because she's a very boring love interest, and like murag, she's a scientist, yes, but like murag, she just likes Thor because Thor is like some kind of thing she discovered, and then she's like murag, you're all so hot, and the jokes are all like coming out of that. But here, like, I actually have to give props to Waititi na he tried to make the relationship like realistic, diba? Like naa sila na
they made
like,
a rom-com nga
yeah, they were like
montage.
living together.
Yeah, that was
and then
really
they were
fun.
like, oh, and then we wouldn't see each other, and then we'd see each other again. Then who really left? And I was like, okay, that's good. You gave this relationship some kind of kanang realism na, like, okay, like Jane isn't just a prop ni Thor.
Oh yeah, I'll give him that. Yeah, bitaw. Though although ang Thor nga side with Jane's side nga Thor, it feels like incomplete for me. But I don't want to talk about.
I guess dinarasan ko na, wow, they really did this na, if you wanna spoil it na mark, oh, they killed her in the movie because right now Marvel Bea is working on mag-set up silang mga characters Bea, like to be the next one, like see Haley Steinfeld is gonna be the next Hawkeye, the next Black Widow is gonna be si Midsommar, and then kanang it's all about setup. So if you get a new Thor, you're thinking na, okay, Jane's gonna be the new Thor now. But they really leaned into the kanang she's fucking dying, and then they kill her in the end. And I was like, wow, that's actually like, you know, that's way more meaningful na direction to take the story.
Technically, she's not dead. She's in Valhalla, right?
No one's ever gonna come back from there.
And also, with the Thor being the ending, okay, he's becoming a dad. That's something that I didn't expect
What did
from
you
an
feel
ending.
about it, Pia?
Yeah,
Like,
about that
I don't
one.
know. I felt very forced.
really?
Yeah,
Like
I
it
mean,
wasn't
it's-
building up to it.
Yeah. And then it just like, oh, actually, you're gonna have a child. It's like, okay. There was no point in the story where, like, I don't know, Thor I don't know. Like, it wasn't very suggested very well. If they did suggest it, I didn't, like, really.
There was a lot of marag, like maybe I was thinking I would have a child with Jane, and then like we'll have children, and then like
But it was very kind of fleeting mga good kayo siya nga suggestions. Like, you can't even put it into the plot if you're just gonna, like, throw away, like, hand wave the details like that.
yeah, it's like there isn't kind of a arc for Thor na marag. He wants to take care of something.
Yeah.
Na, or like he needs to be a father figure. Ingana.
Yeah. And he's even bad at like dealing with the children, diba? With Scott's thoughts
Yeah.
there. That was like very awkward, and I don't know.
No, I thought it was like, I wasn't taking it seriously anymore because the way Waititi was handling it, I was like, he's not taking this seriously, so why should I be taking it seriously? And that's why I had like, oh, it was fun. I'm having a good time, bro.
He hasn't made any original work since in a long time, right? Aside from the Marvel movies.
He's fucking busy by after Jojo Rabbit. He was like, he signed up to do, besides katong nag-star siya sa Our Flag Means Death, which he was in a good part of that show. Like, he's in like more than half the episodes, and he's like the co-main character. He also has this movie called Next Goal Wins. He's producing Reservoir Dogs.
The Reservation Dogs.
Reservation Dogs.
Yeah, that one.
Based on Reservoir Dogs.
I have
Daw.
yet to check that out.
Yeah.
You check that out.
He has a soccer movie called Next Goal Wins. He signed
Wow.
off to do that kanang Dune na comic ni Jodorowsky, kanong The Inkal. And then he has a Star Wars thing.
Oh, dude,
He's
is busy.
so busy.
Yeah.
And then he was dating Tessa Thompson and Rita Ora at the same time at one point. Like, what's happening? Do they even see him anymore?
But that was Rita Ora, right, on the red carpet with him.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think I saw that one. But what's his status
broke
with
my
his
heart.
kuan? Like, I thought like
Should have been me.
Parang ako ba eh? I was
Sim.
making jokes na biya na murag kanang just in Hollywood announces every movie coming out in 2023 will be directed by Taika Waititi like murag because he's
Wasn't
just
he gonna do Akira as well?
yeah
Oh,
at some
Jesus,
point
what
diba
the
he was
fuck?
doing
Yeah.
Akira and he's also doing Flash Gordon and I'm like kanang fucking Waititi like murag usahay be like a Nolan bit and say no but
Yeah.
it feels like sige lang siya yes and it's like yeah I can do
He's
that.
gotta do it for the kids. He got 2 children.
Oh my god, 2 children?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I
He's
thought
got-
it was like one,
He's
but
got child support to pay.
Do you think Thor: Love and Thunder was like based on his like family life? Yeah, he wants it uh not love
The-
for children probably.
the closest I can get to it is more like he describes it like a midlife crisis, and then like more like that's why Thor is trying to figure himself out. Na more like, okay, that's his arc. Na more like, he needs to figure out what he wants to do with himself, and siguro the next step for some people is to raise a child. So like more like, I don't know, very modern man mo, modern woman man
Wala
kapi,
man,
ah.
wala man siya giingon siya na. I don't think the movie focused a lot on Thor actually. It was just on Thor being awkward around Jane Foster and his Stormbreaker. And then other than that, and then also fighting this other thing
Christian
creature.
Bale.
Yeah.
Sí, ano,
But like there was no
Voldemort.
suggestion of like his motivations and stuff. So like I think the whole movie felt empty because of that.
Yeah, I get that. Like, the Thor here is really gonna. I know he got past the depression stuff, pero the rest, no, he's just smooth sailing everywhere, man. And then I think the Guardians of the Galaxy did him dirty, ba?
Parang ako, like, I was waiting for the Guardians to be like, because what you're guessing is, oh, they're gonna show up in the beginning, and then like Thor's gonna leave them, and then like that's it. But I thought they were like, they might do something different. They might bring them back for the ending or something. Like, but
But
wala lang, they were just there in the beginning, and then nawa lang sila.
Yeah, and also there were no stakes. This is why I didn't like about Love and Thunder because there was no stakes involved. Like I know the God Butcher is going to eternity and then wishing that stuff, but really no stakes at all. And then even silang Thor even nakasa with like Stormbreaker bringing their it's all their fault. And I don't know, but I really enjoyed like Christian Bale's like character there. Like he's the best part of the movie for me. Like he acted the fuck out of it, even though he knows it's a Marvel movie. It's like,
He was like trying to make it Nosferatu though. And
oh
then,
yeah,
like,
diba? He has like an
yeah,
inspiration.
he was like, I was trying to do some character work which we weren't able to do, and I was just like, why Christian? Why? Like, tell me. And then like, but ano naman sa like the character still works or gahapon like the way it was performed in the movie. I guess I wanted something more than just like the motivation is kind of like I wasn't surprised to find the daughter dies and then a god shows up and then he hates gods now.
And there's not enough God butchering there, so it's very weird seeing a God
Off-screen
butcher.
kasi, ano?
Yeah.
Everything is off. Even Sif was there, diba? Weird kay the old character from Thor, and then she's like, "Did you just fucking die?" And then you
No,
come
she
back. You
didn't. She
come
was
back.
like, "I'll be going to Valhalla," and then Thor was like,
And there was a
"You
joke
can't-
in between.
"You can't go to Valhalla. Like, murag, the battle's over.
Well,
like,
gani.
but your arms in Valhalla."
Dude,
like,
there's no emotional depth to anything there, man. Even ang death ni Jane, I didn't feel like crying at all. Like I was like,
Oh
so
well.
what about Christian Bale there? What about the God Butcher? They're wishing for her son to come back, her daughter to come back, and I'm like,
see love.
that's the name, right? Love.
Yeah, that's what he calls the daughter. That's why it's Love and Thunder. This is like fine.
But yeah, what do you?
okay.
What are the best parts of the movie for you, Pia? What do you think?
Yeah,
Dang.
Like we're shitting on it so much. Like,
I like the goats
Oh, everyone loves the goats. All right.
because I know that's very accurate to Norse mythology. So I was like, good for you.
Really? What's the story there?
Well, na may goats did see Thor. Didn't you read Norse
I-
mythology?
I read yeah, but I forgot about that.
I don't
one.
know
thought
if
you
it's Thor
played
ba,
God
but like
of
na
War.
dyan siya ikuan.
I read the Norse,
Yeah.
the Neil Gaiman as well, but I
Yeah,
forgot.
no, na siya. They mentioned
forgot
it.
about
I was
that.
like, I know about those.
yeah, Ernest was also like, I got a whole boner out of it. Like, ganaan ko na accurate siya to the Lord. Like, goat. And I'm like, more like,
Nakuha mo ni mo
Fine.
yung tingog. Is that how you do it? We're doing earnest impressions now.
now.
All the
Do it
time.
for years.
And I like Russell Crowe.
I didn't get him, June. I had no idea what like Superman's
like-
dad was doing.
I
there.
just liked him because he had a Greek accent. I was like, oh, it's like I'm playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey again.
Ooh. That was a Greek accent, yeah?
Yeah.
Did he nail it well?
I think so. It
Dude.
sounded like the one in
Oh.
Odyssey.
I kept like, that's not Russell Crowe.
He's big there. He's big there.
Like, yeah,
He's big
but
there.
it's like I kept looking at his face and I was just like, this is someone else. Russell Crowe is someone else here. Like, more like, it can't be that.
But
guy.
he's the one who like. Okay, aside from Christian Bale, he was the one who kind of nailed his character. It was like he wasn't Russell Crowe in that moment. He was, what was it? He was Zeus.
He was a cookie little fellow.
He's Zeus.
Yeah, he's Zeus. It's also I don't like that part, said gay. It's supposed to be a great time to showcase like Christian Bale's god butchering skills. No, but he could have been there and then slaughtered
And
everyone.
they
yeah,
were
a
so
lot of it-
conveniently
a lot of it
hidden.
is just
Yeah.
a lot of it is just off screen and then they're just looking at the dead bodies and it's like
Yeah.
they killed this giant creature. It was a benevolent god. And
How do you get these impressions right? What the fuck is wrong? And
I don't know. It's like I really needed to impress people in my youth, so
yeah.
we didn't really get to see enough god butchering. It's more of just like more the god is dead now, and then it's like it was Bale who did it.
Yeah. And there's a tweet about this one. Nakatawa ko kay they said they butchered the god butcher and I'm like okay.
Oh, I thought you were gonna mention na murag. I couldn't. There was the dude na I couldn't enjoy the movie because whenever Christian Bale showed up, I just keep laughing at the meme na Christian Bale versus atheist Bale, and then it was gore.
But Gore really did a great job there. I enjoyed the black and white parts. That was the best part of the movie for me.
Oh yeah.
It's-
Yeah, because it's the
exactly.
A24 part.
That is the
It-
A24
It
part.
turned into Lighthouse. The,
Yeah. Yeah, you posting cringe. Yeah, that was a great part.
you're,
Okay,
you're fond of me, Stormbreaker, are you?
It's the same thing with Ragnarok with the Valkyrie ride. That was really good as well.
Mm-hmm.
So like that Taika Waititi has a thing for stuff like that. Nga naimu elevate kunuhay sa visual
the
themes of the
visuals.
movie.
Mm.
There's so many colors with Thor, Love and Thunder, and then for a planet about like pure black and white, that was really cool. I enjoyed that one.
Mas because mahug naman siya sa kanang the way Marvel color grades their kanang movies, so the colors aren't as vibrant or gahapon when you watch the film, which is like sayang because that's kind of what Waititi is going for.
Ragnarok was very bright and sunny.
Di man?
It was very well.
Parang ako, it tries really, really hard, but put it next to Jojo Rabbit and like murag, the reds in Jojo are still like redder, and then like
I
it's the
think that
whole
was
Marvel
that was
color grading
intentional for
problem.
Jojo Rabbit, right? That was part of the story.
Basta taas na kayo na yung discussion for me to explain the color grading problem with Marvel, but oh yeah, I wanted to do you think that a lot of the negative haters at Dire is because like daghan kayo yung mga gay references to the characters?
No, I don't see any hate at all sa iyang mga.
No, but sometimes like murag gamay lang na like that's probably gonna cause some kind of like controversy among the right. Like
I don't think so. I don't see anything.
see Korg is gay.
Yeah,
like,
Korg is gay, but
his species only mates with other men.
Yeah.
And then like see Valkyrie is like hitting on that one girl and he kisses her in the and I'm just like murag.
how did they not ban this on like multiple cinemas?
China. Yeah, I'm like murag. I'm pretty sure maybe the Chinese people are going like that is his species. It's not human. Siguro di na
How about you, Priya? What do you think about that?
I remember on Twitter they're calling it the Lin-Manuel Mirandification of Taika Waititi.
Oh,
Which is
Because I don't know, he
Why?
just I think recently he announced himself as a gay icon.
yeah.
And then like kadang people were kind of cringing at that. I'm just like, why? Like,
Oh, I guess because of Our Flag Means Death, which kind of became like the big gay show of June. Like, you haven't seen it?
no.
You haven't seen Our Flag Means
Yeah, I
Death?
have not yet seen. But I'm putting it sa akong watch list. There's a lot of things I've been watching.
It starts out very, very slowly, but like the nice thing about Our Flag Means Death is that people appreciate that it's not gay baiting. Like murag, it ships the characters in like in a familiar way, and then it romances them and puts them together, and then they actually like kanang consummate the relationship, and then like the middle of that is si Taika and si Reese Darby, and it's like that's pretty good. It's like para na ako, I'm always questioning about the okay na bitaw ko if you're like ano, your sexuality I don't think is important when you're taking on like a different kind of character, especially if it's a comedy. But like when Waititi said that, like knowing that he's Waititi, I'm like, Murag, that's probably not that serious, but I'm pretty sure that the Twitter people will be like, they'll eat that up and be like, Murag, oh, replace him with Elliot Page already. Like,
No, they liked it. They liked the character.
Who?
but
Twitter.
you know who
Just
Twitter
kidding.
wants Elliot Page to replace?
Who?
Ezra Miller.
Oh my God. God, Ezra Miller, I feel so bad for him right now. Like, I know he's an asshole, but
you're of the hive mind. What is your take on Ezra Miller?
Ezra
He's
Miller.
being an asshole. He was in Hawaii and being an asshole. A white man in Hawaii being an asshole.
But he
How
was-
typical.
But what about the family that was talking out and saying that Ezra actually saved me and he's taking care of me?
Yeah, what the fuck was
I don't
that?
know.
What the
I
fuck
don't know
was
about
that?
that one. But
Is
like,
that
does that in? I don't know. If he's being an asshole everywhere, I'm just like, what? Like, you
think-
just kind of question why the fuck is he doing that?
I don't have a solid stance on it, Jude, because all the sources are kind of conflicting. Because I've been in that situation, Bea, where the family.
You were kidnapped?
No, I've been in that
Oh.
situation where the family demands that I'm the one who knows what's best for my child, but the child themselves is like trying to get away from their family because like the family is judging them. So
There's a lot of history there, Bayani.
so
Okay.
the story is kind of like what I'm understanding from both sides is that the family is anti-trans and they're like angry that say Miller is kind of enabling their child to be like trans, and then the katong child side are like, no, Ezra is actually like protecting me because my family is abusive and they hate me for my and say Ezra is my like kanang he's saving me. Save me, Barry. And
So he's being an asshole against other people for someone.
I think so. But all that other stuff, I'm just like more like. But for me, like, I don't. Dili ko mag-judge when people are acting weird and then like people are like, oh, I hate them, cancel them. I'm just like, people are weird sometimes, and it's not like you murdered anyone. And then, like. Dagang kayong mga na, oh my God, see Ezra Miller is like giving like substances to a minor, and it was just like, so did Eddie Munson, but and from Stranger Things, but everyone loves him, right?
Did he?
They were the same
He's
age.
he's a drug dealer.
Oh yeah. But I don't. I guess that's it for Ragnarok, right? Okay, we're moving on to Ezra Miller, naman.
Okay, fine. For Love and Thunder, final thoughts.
It was okay. It was bad. It's a 5 out of 10 for me. I don't
I
know.
really didn't think it was bad. I liked it more than Ragnarok.
Okay.
It was way more sincere than But it was like I was already expecting like it to be. See, Taika's gonna do what he wants with this franchise, and it's not gonna be as serious as his Murag indie work.
Yeah.
So like, might as well just like we're already here, fine.
And right now, right, with that, diba, our thoughts right now, okay, we're doubting na ba? There's hesitation when watching a Marvel film, okay? The fatigue is there, right?
I've had fatigue since Aquaman.
Since Aquaman? When did that
You gotta
begin?
work on your Marvel muscles.
Not a Mar.
You're gonna get cinema gout or something.
For bitaw though, like it's been going on for I don't know, and then
I guess
I
it.
grew tired of it.
I guess it feels extra exhausting. Or so you're also watching Moon Knight and you're watching Miss Marvel.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Like when you're not in the cinema, when you go back home, there's like 5 shows you have to catch
Yeah.
up on.
But I actually enjoy the TV series more, the Disney Plus shows more. Kay it has like more time to showcase their characters. Unlike the movies.
Depende ra
nga-
jud para nako ba. Usahay does it well. Sometimes it
and
doesn't.
sometimes, yeah. I was watching Love and Thunder. What did you get feelings for the entire time? Like the jokes. I did laugh at the Stormbreaker scenes. That was really fun. But
Yeah,
the rest,
I was
kay-
like, I like how they gave like the Hammers personalities.
But the rest, kay-
I'm like, oh,
They
that's
didn't
funny.
give Mjolnir any personality. He was just very passive. Or it was very passive.
Oh yeah, I mean, it was a broken thing.
It's wala siya kapasar sa Bechdel test.
Wala, wala.
But I like how it can like split up and reform already. I'm like, that's cool.
Yeah, okay, that was really great.
You liked it.
I
You
liked
liked
that.
it.
Well, I was about to say something nakalimot na ko.
Roy Kent. Did you like that Roy Kent showed
Oh,
up? His series there's every fucking
that
where.
was so weird. But
Who-
like,
Are we still on Thor?
Oh, you
yeah.
don't watch Ted
Ted
Lasso?
Oh, he's the
Hercules.
He's Hercules.
oh, he's the other guy, the villain.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
see, Thor mentions Hercules in the and I was like, oh, are we gonna see Hercules?
Mm.
And what yeah.
So that's the teasing for another.
Mm.
God, Jesus. So that's that kind of thing, but
Oh,
like
si God Jesus. Wala si Jesus dito. Lions
Jesus,
and go.
there's no
Like, what did Jesus have to say about this?
It was too early for Jesus or something.
yeah, they're teasing stuff, and then after that, okay, it's there's no point like speculating anymore. Like, but there are YouTube channels like actually spending 10 minutes of their time like digesting shit like this.
Oh yeah, because that's how they make money, so
Yeah.
might as well.
Yeah.
But Mike, I can already imagine that a lot of people are angry about the MCU and like more. There are people who hate this movie for the wrong reasons, and that's kind of like what you don't want. Like, even diba sa The Boys na ako nakwento ni mo na ninggawas ng hate for Miss Marvel dito. Like The Boys na meme group. They're like saying that the show is bad, and then I was like, it's for teenagers na Pakistani American, and then like
It's also a coming of age.
yeah, it's a coming of age series, and then like I commented that na well, it's not necessarily bad, it's just not for you, like because this is their demographic, so it's understandable why you won't like it.
Yeah.
And then people are like, oh, I thought superheroes were for everyone. I was like more like, oh, Jesus, like more like, you don't have to be an asshole about it, but naganahan na ba ako sa Miss Marvel is about to end na ba, and then based jud sila on actual history na
Yeah, that was
the
fun.
partition.
Yeah, the partition. I learned a lot from that one side.
Pero lame lang kayong mga villains ni Kamala.
It's like a Bollywood film, like they're Bollywood. They're Bollywood actors, like actually good.
Yeah. Pero gwapo tong katong
But P has not seen that one, so
Oh,
we're not
yeah.
gonna talk
I
about
have not
that.
seen
yeah.
a single Marvel
Pia's
series.
like on her phone right
But
now.
that's great. No. But that's great, diba nga she's not into the Marvel Disney shows. Kay, I swear to God, it's a rabbit hole that you can't get
Yeah,
out.
Pia, what have you been into? Like, unsa may mong pop culture na gi-consume ron?
What
Stranger Things. That's the most
Well, you said the
recent
magic
one.
word. Now we're gonna talk about Stranger
No, I'm
Things.
not talking about
We only
Stranger
have
Things.
10 minutes.
We're already. I want to talk about like.
What did you want to talk
I want to talk
about?
about how do we, as a non-Marvel viewer, how does Marvel gonna get really rekindle this like dead dying flame?
Did you like Joker?
I didn't watch Joker.
Did you like the Batman?
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
There's a lot of
Like
questions here.
genuinely?
There's a lot of questions here. What are we doing?
Yes.
Uh.
I was fine with it.
Do you think Marvel should go that kind of direction?
Like, darker? That's all I got. Darker?
Or not necessarily darker, because like just different.
I don't know. I mean, they can just do whatever they want to do, but like, I don't think Marvel's very good at like, at pleasing me. And I'm like, I'll just let them do whatever they want to do for the people they want to please.
Okay,
But like,
Pia,
it's not me.
Let's say Pia, like more right now naka sa Marvel head office right now, and they're like, we want to make for you, Miss Aglos, the perfect Marvel film, and we have an unlimited budget for you. And then like, what needs to happen for you to get to the theater? Like, we'll hire anyone. We'll put Timothy Chalamet in it, and then he'll get gangbanged by old people. Like,
What?
I'm sorry, I was just pitching off the top of my head.
All right.
I don't know. I don't like the superhero bits of the superhero movies. That's my problem.
Mhm.
It's very repetitive. Like, oh, hero saves the day yet again. So I don't know.
So-
Get a very human story without stories. I mean, without superhero things. I don't know.
Can Marvel even do that?
Do drive my car.
Oh, you guys should watch it if you're listening to this.
I'm okay. Like, I can imagine a lot of Marvel heads that are just like, I gotta fucking watch this one, and then like I have to do like an Easter egg breakdown. Like, oh my god, did you know that those are Stan Lee's car? Like, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it. I mean, I don't expect Marvel to please me. I'm just like, I expect moviegoers to learn how to appreciate things that aren't Marvel.
Let's
Yeah.
get out of our own head though, and like, what do you think the general audience is gonna think about this movie?
Thor.
Yeah,
They loved it.
they loved it.
They enjoyed it, man. Like the Rotten Tomato score of 60% isn't like
Is
indicative.
that good? Is that
It's
good
bad.
enough?
It's bad. That's the bad sign. Like that's the lowest that Marvel has ever did since Black Widow. And Eternals.
God, I like this movie more than Eternals. Like, I know that
I think
you like
the
Eternals,
shows
you
that
weirdo.
Thor: Dark World.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my God, really? Yeah. 40. I think 40 or 50.
Just mind you, Dark World is not that bad, and it has
Nah,
a lot of very nice
yeah, come on.
original scenes.
Yeah.
You can't just like dictate to someone that they're not gonna find it bad. Okay.
No, but honestly,
Wow,
honestly,
scolded by Pia. This is what we needed in this episode.
honestly, they're just people who are just part of a fucking kind of more like people make other opinions for me, and then I'm like, more like, you know what, watch the fucking movie, babe. Like I've been talking to so many people that I heard it's bad. Well, just shut the fuck up.
There's a lot.
You don't get an opinion because you didn't watch it.
This is what happens when you guys put three of us in the same room, huh? Okay. So after how many episodes, we're finally here.
I'm usually the more kind of positive one. But
You are?
yeah.
You are
I'm
the
like, I
positive
know
one.
I'm cynical, but I'm more of the kind of more like, let's say what it has to say.
Let's say what the children say. Oh.
Oh yeah, we had a discussion behind Taika Waititi is kind of like has a real thing for like kids in his movies,
Yeah.
not like in a Michael Jackson way,
Yeah, his
but more
two
of like a Steven
greatest
Spielberg
movies
way.
were Boy and Hunt for the Wilder People, which are
And
very
Also Jojo,
Jojo Rabbit.
and
was-
Jojo Rabbit.
Yeah.
They're very child-centered.
Na siya something about boyhood, Jude, na he's trying to and
How adorable!
it kind of bleeds out dito sa
So Love and Thunder. Yeah. With the kids like fighting the darkness.
No,
That's
ko na line ko na wala
cheesy.
sila little Thor uniforms. I was like, I wanted them to like mag-cosplay sila Thor, and then because I forgot. So Secret Wars 2, there's like a Thor army. Not all of them have Mjolnirs, and I'm like, that's cute. Like, wala the budget dito sa movie, or was it a last minute
They
thing?
spent every budget they have with Christian Bale in the Black and White Planet, dude. And then that's enough. That's enough, I guess. And then Russell Crowe, so many there's a paycheck ato for like just there. Like he's a complete asshole ito, and
Oh yeah, they also had Matt Damon in it.
he's always around. He was in Ragnarok as well, and the
Yeah.
other
And
Hemsworth.
then they also got Sam Neill to come back. And
Oh,
then
that was
Melissa
the other
McCarthy.
Hemsworth.
Yeah, it was the other Hemsworth.
Yeah, see, from Westworld.
The Westworld Hemsworth.
Oh my god, Westworld, that was it.
Yeah, we were gonna talk about it on the next
Pia
episode.
doesn't want to talk about
Yeah.
it.
Have
Jesus,
you seen
Pia.
Westworld, Pia? What TV shows have you been watching?
Yeah.
Christ, I don't know. I haven't watched a lot of TV shows.
Oh, okay.
Except Stranger Things, which we can discuss.
Yeah, we can it's just like 9 minutes around.
Yeah, I just want David Hopper's daddy bod back. That's all I want
Well,
for the series.
There's only one season left. Like, what did you think of the finale? Did they nail it?
Yeah,
And like,
loved it.
Yeah, right? It's a really good... You didn't like it?
no, I liked it.
Oh. Tiny likes it. Pia
No.
likes it. I like it. Tiny likes it. We talked about
Tiny's
that.
making a face.
We talked about it.
Tiny is like more elevated mong kunuhay siya because it's like I see through the lies of the Netflix. Like it's not good. But I told you, Tiny, you shouldn't have shotgunned the entire season like by yourself because by the end you're just exhausted.
By herself?
No, with Ernest.
Oh.
And it's like, mo lang sayop ninyo.
But the thing I like about Stranger Things, that even though there's nothing to add na sa aside sa after season 1, like they could have ended there, right?
What they wanted to do was an anthology series because like
But it didn't happen.
yeah, no, because people like the first season so much and they love the characters so much that they decided na morag, okay, I guess we can just continue the story, but we can still just keep bringing in homages to like each season.
Yeah. And I'm a huge sucker for like character developments, and the kids nga so good in acting, they develop sila over the years. And mao na. So
Wala ka nabitin na it was like a really long volume 1 and then like
wala
2
raman?
episodes
Yeah,
volume
because
2
I was
na.
also busy with other stuff, like
Mr. Robot.
Yeah, I did. We talk about that. And yeah, I was obsessed with Mr. Robot for a while. Have you seen Mr. Robot, Pia?
Like the first season.
Did you like that?
I
na
think
siya
so.
yung weird schizophrenia.
I remember liking it, and then I was like, "Oh, I can't wait for season 2." And by the time season 2 arrived, I was like, "No, I don't really care about it
Oh.
that much."
You're not a crush ni Kuan, the
Rami
Mr.
Malek?
Robot, the Mr. Robot.
Si
Oh.
Mr. Mercury.
What's his name again?
Christian
No,
Slater.
it's Christian Slater. You don't like Christian Slater?
Oh.
He's kind of like your type. Diba?
Yeah.
See?
Nobody knows, just,
And BD Wong is also there.
BD
He's-
Wong?
He's weird. Ito.
Si ano?
See, Indiana Jones. the Asian man from Indiana Jones. But BD Wong is there, and he's like the villain. So.
Okay.
But I don't want to talk about Mr. Robot. How
yeah,
about
we were talking about
Stranger Things? There's a lot of things here, man.
Stranger.
It was fun. I like the
how was Metallica fan na karon?
no, yeah.
Ako, Metallica fan ako ron. Thank you, Stranger
Since
Things.
Rubio,
wala pa yung ganang gatekeep ni mo, no. You're not a real Metallica fan.
No, I don't talk about it.
There's a face.
I just do it like very subtly so that they don't notice that I actually listen to it because of Stranger Things. Nobody knows that I like the Smiths because of Perks of Being a Wallflower. That's a lie.
Did 500 Days of Summer?
Wow.
No.
Like I listened to the Smiths after 500 Days of Summer.
I listened to the Smiths because my friend Pia suggested it.
Wow.
Actually, Bug suggested it to me, so I was like, "Thank you, Bug."
Thanks, Bugs.
and everyone has listened
Where's
to
your podcast?
to get Kate Bush is like running up that hill after Stranger Things.
Oh,
no?
I
yeah.
don't like the song.
Dude, I love it, man. It's really gonna heavenly siya nga song, dude. I love it. And they even used it sa finale, diba?
Yeah.
And I get the feeling it's not supposed to be that song.
Was there an after credits?
No.
Wala no.
No, the final song was Spellbound by Sushi and the Banshees.
Yeah.
But ang katong ganing the sword ni Hopper thingy with the
my
running up that
God.
hill nga remix. I don't think that's the original song. They changed it kay running up that hill was like
popular.
so popular. So it was supposed to be a different song.
No.
I don't know what could that be,
Oh
pero
my God. Remember when Hopper was like picking up the sword and then it was like going to fight? I was just shouting, "Organic growth! Like, this makes sense!"
what does that mean?
Like, natural that Hopper is there holding the sword of Conan the Barbarian to slay the Demogorgon.
Oh.
It's fantasy imagery but sci-fi ang setting niya. It's like murag, you love that kind of melding niya of genres, and then it's like, organic na sad siya kay kanang, because they were made to choose weapons for their like because the soldiers just wanted to watch them like fuck around with the Demogorgon so it would make sense there would be a sword there. So it was like, this is organic.
Yeah, it's really
It
good.
makes sense.
And it's also a good story for Hopper to tell to the kids, but
Some people also think na si Will nang gonna be the final
boss?
victim. Yeah.
what?
Because he's already like murag nitaas na yung like he's already like my gay feelings.
Dude, I like that.
Pride month has ended.
Pia, what do you think about like Will's like
Possible arc.
possible like, is that a homosexual thing or
What?
is
What
that
do you mean?
sorry, is that an LGBT? The feelings ni Will right now but with
Oh my
like
God.
Mike, there's like obvious like,
Yeah, they're very
Obvious.
obvious about it. I think rug naniniingon na whole series na siya build up nga nadre feeling si Kuan Will for Mike.
Yeah, because Mike is like a discount Timothy Chalamet.
really.
Yeah.
But they were besties forever.
Yeah, but isn't that like a best friend thing lang, caring about someone?
Yeah, but it's like sometimes that changes. Kanang not that I'm not speaking from experience, but I think the language between Will is like more he gets uncomfortable when girls are like looking at him, and then like, and then he's like, like he's just confessing his feelings and trying to pretend that they're L's. He's like, well, did you know that because you're the heart, man? Like, and then Mike is just like clueless now. Yeah, that makes sense.
Remember that scene in the cab where Will cried? That was really emotional kayo niyan. The tweet after ito kay, they really waited until July 1st para dili makaabot sa Pride Month for this one. I'm like, okay. Yeah.
Ang hustle is like, I really wanted Jonathan. I thought Jonathan might have like a moment, but all he really does is like hug Will and be like, you can be gay. And then it's like,
No.
it's he says a whole bunch of shit, but parenthesis, it's okay to be gay, and then hug, and then, but by the end of it, when he meets Nancy again, their chemistry is just there agihapon when they're together. So I'm like more like, oh my God.
I feel
like-
sad for Steve though. Like,
We're like, you know what? He had his chance.
dude
He
deserves
already
more.
took her hymen, okay? So like, You get enough, Steve.
That is so unrealistic that Steve can't get girls.
Yeah.
No, it's because ni elevate na mo ng iya taste. Mana.
Okay. So Nancy is like out of the picture now.
No, she's still got like, the taste for Nancy. But like, he's looking for like someone that can, fill that hole.
I really
Nancy
thought
shaped hole in his
Steve
heart.
would have died. Like, were you expecting Eddie to die?
No, I was not really like super.
I was
nilak
so
ko.
hopeful.
Yeah, copium kay ko the entire time. Nga, I think like si Dustin's gonna play the guitar for him. Distract ang ko and then what? Copium kay ko the entire time.
No, ano ko, like, it only made sense after the show where I was like, everyone already thinks that Eddie is Charles Manson, and then like, there's probably no going back for him now, even if he like does it properly. So
there's,
like
the police, crime, the
it would
murders.
he would just end up like Freddy Krueger or sudden he's in an insane asylum for playing D&D or something, and then like it's the best way to like handle that kind of loophole with the character. But sad Russia na. I think that the show isn't gonna end with everyone thinking he was like a demon guy. Like, I think they're gonna try to redeem him in the public eye at some point, so that like it's not that tragic.
Yeah. I mean, the Hellfire Club is his namesake, diba? I'm not sure, like, he has a lot of power there, and they could use it, Dustin and everyone.
Maya sila maghimog mga hateful characters, no? Like, katong si,
the white
si
guy.
Trust Fund Kid.
Yeah, I hate that guy.
Si
He's like,
Jock Kid.
He's so good at being hateable. So satisfying.
Yeah, he died, right?
Yeah, he
good
was
for
like,
him.
cut in half.
And who else? Vecna is also great. The Lovecraftian universe is teased, diba?
How so?
With the big dust thingy going on.
I thought that was kanang si Grindelwald Resident nag-create.
No. Vecna was transported there after the fight in 11.
Yeah, and then I saw the cloud, diba? And then it was parehas na sa ning you thought that Hopper was in Alaska na kanang Vietnam.
Yeah, I was. Our previous episode, I was like thinking I thought Hopper was in Alaska the entire time. Yeah, I was. There was a pretty stupid mistake for me. So I thought Nagis was Alaska and then Russia dito sila.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, Alaska and Russia are very close to each other.
Yeah, but
Because I forgot there were instances that they were flying in the air.
mm-hmm.
I forgot that part. And
Diba, think kawas man na si Vecna is the one who created the Mind Flayer because he was just like,
no,
Cloud, I'll turn you into a spider.
he
And then-
saw that entity there, and he has the ability to control that. Yeah, yung gigamit ang Cloud to create the Upside Down. So there's still an origin point somewhere with that planet with Demogorgons and stuff. That's gonna be addressed in season 5, the final season probably.
I guess, and then it has some kind of like time travel explanation to it.
Yeah, I guess so. But there's still a lot of things left for the Duffer Brothers, right? They have more plans in the future.
They have Death Note.
Yeah, I don't wanna think about Death Note. I
Why?
don't think they can redeem that one.
I'm like so excited that the Duffers are like. I was already pitching na murag, maybe the Duffers should do a Star Wars, like, but like, murag, maybe not. Maybe the people aren't ready. But ipahimuan sila Death Note like with their kind of penchant for like keeping mystery for a season and like.
There's no mystery needed for Death Note. Like,
Have you read Death Note?
I did.
Pia, have you read Death Note?
Of course not.
Of course not.
What kind of guest are you? Bring your
You knew my background
Yeah, I knew.
going in.
I knew. I was like,
Manny was like, let's talk things that Pia's not gonna remember, not gonna know. Huh?
no, Death Note is about kanang, diba, kanang,
The book.
it's about cat and mouse na chase
Yeah,
between
with
Light and L, and
L.
then like, who is Kira? Who's the killer? How do we find him? And like, since
Fincher could do that.
David Fincher,
David Fincher can
the
make
guy
a Death
who
Note movie.
directed that short from Love, Death, Robots. I can't wait for him to get a movie by David Fincher.
David Fincher's really good. That episode was great.
Yeah, by like Hollywood should watch out
This is
for
a bad
David
traveling
Fincher.
episode. You've not seen that?
Which one?
In Love, Death, and Robots?
Oh, the
Which
giant
one?
crab.
The boat one.
The boat one.
Oh, the giant crab.
With the giant
The
crab.
boat one. The mutiny in the boat.
Oh, yeah,
That was
that was
Fincher.
pretty good.
Yeah.
That was very nice.
But yeah, we're dragging things for too long. What are we doing?
Yeah, oh well. So, Pia, kanang pag-plug daw.
Watch Retasa Cast episode 62.
Yeah.
Yay! Watch out for it. Recover sila Cebu Art Book Fair. Like, I'm
Yeah.
in it, I think.
Bayani's
It
there.
will feel like you were in the Cebu Art Book Fair.
Yeah.
You will
Because
feel
they were
the
literally
pain
there.
of our people.
Next week, what does next week look
Yeah,
like for
Westworld,
us?
probably.
Westworld.
Miss Marvel, more Miss Marvel.
Oh yeah, Miss Marvel's gonna end the next
Yeah.
week.
And,
What
I don't
else?
Who knows?
Are there any movies we're watching? I've never seen Jurassic World.
It's a
Dominatrix.
It's a shitty one, so
Yeah, I wanted
nobody
to. I'm not gonna watch Minions, but I've seen the first Minions. Like someone brought me there. I really.
We could watch Minions
I
together.
really don't want to.
Like, we could try it together. Like we could wear a,
I really don't want
Barong
to.
Tagalog.
Sa Bukon ba ako kay. We was watching Kenobi with Tiny, and then the Jawa starts speaking to like Obi-Wan. It's like Tewaka Mututu. And I was like, fuck, it's a minion. Like muna gana. Jawas are ruined forever. Like they're just minions in hoods now.
Whoa! Yo, I didn't. I cannot see that now. But that's it for our.
That's it for episode 36.
Yeah.
Thanks, Pia.
Thank
Thank
you.
Like,
This is my first guesting on a podcast.
yeah,
Thank
thanks
you.
for letting us mansplain
Yeah.
a lot of
Oh
things.
God, Bayani was taking up all.
I was just like looking at Pia, and it's like, fuck, she's on her phone.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, we gotta do something cool right
Yeah,
now.
my God, do a kickflip, Bayani. But you didn't. You
She's
didn't,
not
right?
gonna go home with us
Yeah.
if we keep doing this.
Shut up. I'm already in your home.
Oh yeah.
But thank you, Pia, for being a guest right now.
Yeah, thanks.
This has been episode 36.
Thanks, nerds.
36 or 37? And we kind of lost.
I don't know. We'll just edit it. I'll say this has been episode 37, and then we'll just pick one out of the other.
So, guys, yeah, that's it.
Thanks.
See ya.
Bye.